Good morning, everyone. So I have decided, now this 77-year-old is putting these strips of wood inside on the ceiling so it can hold the ceiling up. And yes, I am drilling between my legs. I have spent so many hours on this. I do not know how many times I have measured it. The measurements are always wrong. Don't know why. I finally did put one up, found one hole, and for some reason I could get the rest of the holes in. However, I am using, not knowing this, I am using the wrong size drill bit. Now, I have 3/8 inch bolts. I have 9/16 inch holes. Now, mind you, I have 1/2 inch, what is it? Yeah, 1/2 inch hole maker that I've never used. It's not round, it's got the wings, and I'm not trying to use it. So what I'm doing is I keep drilling, using the same drilling, going around the hole, or trying to make it bigger to fit this bolt in. I'm not doing a good job, okay? But I'm trying. I'm putting everything I've got into using the wrong stuff. Everything. Now, I don't know I'm using the wrong stuff, but there is a problem here. The bolts will not go through. The holes aren't big enough. And I am spending all this time doing this. So it's kind of getting a little aggravating, to say the least. Here I am outside, fool that I am, lacking the knowledge that it takes to do a simple thing like put 3 holes in and 3 bolts so it fits into my ceiling. Can I get it right? Really? I don't know. So that's what you're watching right now. And the more and more I'm getting uptight. Marley's just over to the side watching. She knows something's happening. But altogether, I put 6 hours into these 2 pieces of wood to get the holes correct. Think about that. I just keep trying. I am so done with this. As you can see, it's a mess. Why? Because I'm trying to get these 2 boards up. Now, what I've discovered is you really have to mark the holes. So I mark my holes with chalk. See that chalk? Because there's so many holes. This hole and on this hole. See the holes? They're all over the place. So I've chalked this hole. I think you can see it a little bit up. There it is. So I'm going to take this down. The first thing I did wrong was these measure differently from one end to the other. So instead of putting up here back on this board, I didn't. So I had the front holes with the back. Oh, it's just a mess. So anyway, and you see these poles? You're doing it by yourself. You're a woman, right? You got to use the right stuff. So these are my extension poles. I do keep quite a few simply because they help me out, as you can see. So the board is laying up here easier for me to handle. One person, it's very difficult. So you have to figure out ways to do it. So here's one of the ways. I put the extension cords through the holes. Oh yeah, these holes, everybody hates them. I love them to death. They help do everything in here. Maybe I may not need these holes after I get the ceiling up, but right now they're worth gold because I have all these extension cords. I lay the board up there, and it makes it easier for one person to hold the board up and screw it in. Just thought I'd show you. And it's a mess in here because I tore everything. Correction here. I say extension cords, extension poles. You put them across, and they hold the wood. So once I got my holes correct for the van, the second board I've laid that correct one. Now mind you, I put an X by the right hole. I put this on top of the other board, made my circles. You can tell I've messed up so many times. And now I can make my holes in the second board that will be correct, because the holes are the same in the van from one side to the other. I've chalked the holes inside the van, and once I did this, then I should be able to go in and bolt them in. And I will show you how I get these boards into the van without opening the back doors. Yeah, I'll be opening those later, and I'll show you. So this is my method of madness. You're using the wrong tool and the wrong size. So, I got a bee around my head. I am using this tool now. This makes beautiful holes, and it's the right size. So you got to get the right tools, the right size. Always makes a difference. So how do you get these big boards without opening the back doors into the van? Well, let me show you. In through the window, and put them in the right way. This is the back, so I want to have the back. I slide them through the window, and then I manipulate them when I get inside. It's that easy. She's laying out here on the mat, being very patient with us.
What do you think?
You already have them up? Yep, that's fine.
You loving it?
Good? No, it's good enough.
Oh, it's good enough, but you're not loving it.
I only chose this wood. It's not about the ceiling. It's because of mold and the air hose. So this isn't the most beautiful thing, but
actually, I think I like it.
Do you like it?
I do, but then of course
I'm gonna have to see a couple more pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to get the vision.
So talk to me about mold.
Well, it's caused by, what do you want me to talk about? It's
Well,
caused by condensation.
I want you to go through with us the theory of why this allows air in.
Okay. But I want you to go through that. I know.
Because I've had a leak for so long.
So, what made you decide to use rider liner?
What's a rider liner? Oh, truck bed liner.
Yes.
Because I was worried about condensation on metal. And metal, so I was going to use heat in here. And metal might be cold in the winter. There has to be condensation on the metal. Right. So I decided, let's turn, yeah, I'll help you. That I had to do something about that. And I saw a truck bed, and I went, wait a minute. That's to protect the truck bed from being damaged, but that would work as this story isn't even going on camera. They'll never hear it. That would work as protection, and I didn't ever see condensation on it, like in a mildew, an area where you go out and your truck bed's kind of damp.
Right.
Never saw that. Maybe it did, but I'm like, it should keep condensation away and keep a little bit of the heat out. So it's supposed to be doing two things. Nobody ever talked about it. It was something I thought about, because I didn't like them putting insulation in without anything else. I just felt the metal was going to, you put your insulation in, I'm moving this, I gotta sit down. If you put your insulation in, it's against bare metal.
Right.
Then you put wood over that, so you've closed it off. In my mind, I don't think that's very smart. There's no air. If the heat goes, I don't know. I can't explain. I can just tell you how I felt, that I didn't think it was the right thing to do.
Gotcha.
Okay? And that was my idea. I have never seen anybody else use it.
No.
You're putting more in? That's just to hold it up first.
Yeah.
Now I'm liking it.
I'm liking it too.
I'm envisioning it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So my vision was okay, huh?
I'm liking it.
For me, this is an extra precaution. That's all it is.
But it's gonna brighten it up in here too.
Well, it's gonna make it look cleaner looking, if you want to know the truth. Besides the brightening, because all of this looks like crap, and you can see, how brown this one is where I always sit. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're still being filmed. I forgot I moved the camera. There's Marley. And this is the ceiling. Look how clean looking it is. Can you believe it? This is the ceiling. Pegboard ceiling. It's very industrial looking. It's so clean looking. I'm loving it. This is the end result. Thank you for viewing, watching, and subscribing. I'll see you next time.